Sketches are Funny or Die. He has a weekly podcast called Humpcast. Okay, it's because it's on a Wednesday, not because people just fucking on the show. Okay, like y'all got a little too excited about that for the wrong fucking reasons. But please put your hands together for the very talented Ryan D.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Hi. What's up? Apparently, the booker accidentally booked 2 Ryan D's tonight, and since the first guy got off stage, I have trademarked my name, so that will never happen again. Everybody doing all right? Yeah! We all drinking? Cool, man. It's weird. I've been hanging out with a lot of like sober comedians. And I would be like, you know, the opposite of that. Like, I don't know, I just haven't drank enough to, like, hate myself yet, you know? But I drink enough to hate them, so... There's been some crazy news with our celebrities lately, right? Fucking David Bowie's dead, rest in peace. Bill Cosby's a rapist. Charlie Sheen has the HIV, or has had the HIV. You know, I don't know. Hulk Hogan's a racist. That shatters your dreams. I don't know. I started thinking about this, like particularly with like Cosby, like what's gonna happen after people don't want to see him. You know, at some point nobody's gonna want to see this dude do sit down or stand up or whatever the fuck he does. So I thought it'd be funny if he did like movie reviews. Be like, the #1 movie in America. Star Wars. It's a pretty good movie, but I think they should change the name from Force Awakens to Force It In Before You Awaken. Pixels was a pretty good movie. But I prefer the Adam Sandler movies where the women don't remember the things. With the Drew and the Barrymore and the 51st Dates. Sleepless in Seattle is my least favorite movie because there's no sleeping going on in that one. That one was stupid, huh? Oh, man. I had something happen to me recently. I don't know if you guys ever had this happen. Like, do you ever think of something cool to say, like after a confrontation's already happened? I bumped into a dude at a bar, and he turns around and he goes, "Hey man, you should get your fucking glasses checked so you can watch where the fuck you're going." I was like, "Oh yeah?" He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, cool, man." Kind of fucked with me though, right? Like I went home, I'm like pacing in my living room like, this motherfucker fucking thinks he can tell me what to do. Maybe he should lose some weight so I don't bump into his fat ass. Man, I should have fucking said that. So I went back to the bar, but he was gone already. But I went back like repeatedly till I ran into him again, like any normal person would, right? Rehearsed what I was gonna say in the mirror like over and over again. Finally I caught him there. I was so psyched, right? So psyched, and I see him and I tap him on the shoulder, and he turns around and I go, "Hey man." He's like, "Do I know you?" I'm like, "Pretty well, I would say." I'm like, "You remember, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, I think it was like Taco Tuesday around 7:30 or so. I left at like 8. I don't really remember the details, but you told me I need to get my glasses checked." He's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, I've been waiting to tell you this, bitch. You're fat." And he just looks at me and goes, "1, I have a thyroid problem. And 2, it's my first time here, you fucking dick." Holy shit, maybe I really do need to get my glasses checked. Fuck. Hi guys, I'm actually half white, half Mexican, and I somehow came out Asian. I'm not quite sure how that happened. It's a mystery to me too. It gets confusing to people sometimes though, because I was actually raised by my stepdad who's Hispanic, and my mom's Hispanic. And so when I introduce my dad, I'm introducing my stepdad, and then people are like, I thought you were half white, and then I have to explain to them, you know, sometimes the white ones don't stick around either. Yes, abandonment. You guys are awful. We're not breaking any stereotypes here, though, because Mom was pregnant at 16, so. Yeah, man, I don't know. I did grow, I mean, I grew up in a mainly Hispanic neighborhood, though, so, like, anytime I get stopped by, like, some cholos walking home or something, they're like, hey, Holmes, where you from? I'm like, Raider Nation? They're like, orale, go on through. I'm like, orale, thanks. I feel like being mixed has its perks, though, especially in LA. Like, I feel like the Mexican half keeps me from getting shot by cholos, and the white half keeps me from getting shot by LAPD. I said that in front of a black crowd once. I realized that does not keep me from getting shot by black people. Learn that shit in Inglewood. Oh, man. Anybody in here? Who's in here, like, on a date right now? Relationships and shit? That's it? Come on, you guys are... You're a bunch of fucking miserable people. All right. Jesus, he's like, okay. I guess she's my girlfriend tonight. Tomorrow's the wife. I've been with my girlfriend for quite a while now, like a year and a half. I mean, that's kind of a long time for me. I don't know, but I had a hard time like admitting that I was in a relationship at first, like mainly because I hate couples. Like I hate hanging out with them, like, cause that's kind of the rule, you know. Like when you're in a relationship, you gotta like double date and go to comedy shows and shit, right? And I don't know. I particularly hate PDA couples. Like you guys know who they are. You know, you fucking hang out with them. They don't even, you know, acknowledge that you exist. They're like, oh, they're just making out next to each other, next to you all the time. Like, let's have babies, blah. Like, it's disgusting. I have two friends that are like that. I pulled them aside. I pulled my buddy aside and I was like, hey man, you have to do that around me? It kind of grosses me out. It's a little weird. And he goes, you're just jealous, Ryan. You're just jealous that nobody loves you the way we love each other. Yeah. So now when they do that, I whip my dick out and start aggressively beating off, and I just stare at them. I'm like, one of us has to knock this off, or you don't want me to finish first. And it's not to be a creep, it's to prove a point. There's definitely somebody who loves me that much, and it's me. Thank you. I am half white, half Mexican, and my girlfriend is half Mexican, half Salvadorian. So she is 2 times the crazy. She'll stab me and then clean up the mess, leaving no trace of my body. No trace that I was ever even there. But she's like really like in touch with like her heritage and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm very Americanized and whitewashed. So much so that I actually own like a I Love America T-shirt.
Yeah, America.
But she loves, she loves being in touch, and she actually used to be like an activist in like East LA and stuff. And she wanted to go to this Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos festival, right after. And sometimes I just open the drawer and pull out T-shirts, and I just happen to pull out my I Love America T-shirt. And she's like, you're not fucking wearing that to the festival. And I was like, why not? She's like, because this is like a Mexican cultural thing. Like, you can't fucking wear that. And I was like, Mexicans love America. Like, like they're here to stay. They're fucking coming all the time. Like, what better place to wear that t-shirt? And she's like, take the fucking thing off. You're not wearing that. And sometimes I like to fuck with her, so I'm like, you know what? If they don't like it, they can get the fuck out. Oh, shit, man. Where are my Catholics at? Where are the Catholics? Yeah, you bunch of miserable alcoholics. Cheers. Oh, man. I'm actually a confirmed Catholic, believe it or not. I did all my sacraments, but I've been like gravitating towards Satan a lot lately. Like, mainly because that guy's never asked me for anything, you know? Like, if anything, he's just giving me cool shit. Like, I don't know, Jesus. Like, according to my church, he's given us, you know, premarital sex, masturbation, substance abuse, and rock and roll. Like, those are my 4 favorite things, man. I always felt like when I was going to church and stuff, it was like you always had to do so much for Jesus, for him to be your friend and to give you forgiveness and whatnot. It was like, you know, do this for Jesus, do this for your soul. It was like I could do that, or I could jerk off and listen to Judas Priest. Like, I don't know. Jesus always seemed like the annoying neighbor that always borrowed shit and just like never returned it. He like comes over to your house, knocking on your door. He's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" "Ah, I'm just kidding. I know how you're doing. I hear your fucking prayers. Hey, listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to come to my house on Sunday. And like every Sunday, till you're dead." And I go, "Okay, what are we gonna do when I come over on Sunday?" He's like, "Well, I got some friends coming over. We're gonna sing some songs. We're gonna drink a little bit of wine and talk about me." Like, okay, sure thing. I'll be there Sunday morning. I'll take a shower and I'll head over. He's like, "Careful what you do in the shower. You know I'm always watching." Like, Jesus Christ. He's like, "Yes." Like, just stop watching me in the shower. I'll come over on Sunday, okay? He's like, "Yeah, when you come, can you bring me like $5-10? Like, "Yeah, sure, Jesus. You doing okay? You need to borrow some money?" He's like, No, not borrow. I just need it, you know? You do want to be saved, right? I feel like Catholics invented communion. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like there was just one person in the back, like, "Padre's been talking for 45 minutes. I need a glass of wine and a crouton. Somebody fucking do that for me." I actually used to play in a band before I started doing stand-up, so needless to say, my parents are very proud of me. I quit school to be a rock star, and then I quit being a rock star to be broke. So, but there was one show that really like resonates with me because we played all over the Sunset Strip and shit, and we had this one show. It was a packed house. We had scouts there. We had a write-up in the paper, and my singer was just this real soft-spoken Mexican guy, and he's like, "My name's Roberto. I like to play rock and roll," and so he liked to drink, naturally. So he got really fucked up before this show. And he goes straight to the microphone and just goes, "Fuck you!" And then he fainted, passed out, hit the back of his head on my drum set. And then there was like silence in the room, right? Like, kind of like how it is now. And then just one guy in the back of the room like, "Yeah! Fucking rock and roll!" And then we quit, because that was the most rock and roll fucking move like anybody could ever do. You just just scream "fuck you" and then faint. Like, how do you close with anything else? Thank you guys. That's what I'm closing with. My name's Ryan D.